Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you here to Normal Parkside Junior High School for our first quarterfinal of the 8th grade Class 4A IESA Girls Basketball State Quarterfinals. Brian Shoemaker is my name as we are getting set up here just a little bit later than we would have liked to. We appreciate your patience with us jumping online. We've had a couple of logistical hurdles to encounter here this morning, but we are up and ready to go for you. Our first of 4 quarterfinals coming up for you today. It's Bolingbrook Jane Addams taking on New Lenox Liberty, a team that's already had a busy week in the 7th grade state tournament. We'll take a quick break to tell you about some of the sponsors, then we'll come back and get you ready for our first quarterfinal. You're watching it all live here today on Central Illinois Sports.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the largest selection of gun safes in the tri-state area. That's right, everything from the vaults, vault doors, and safe accessories. Only the quality brands like Fort Knox, American Security, Browning, and Liberty. Come in and check out the displays or go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection online as well.
clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
We're passionate about the outdoors.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Hey, grab me one too.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
We welcome you back here to Normal Parkside Junior High as we get you ready for Bolingbrook Jane Addams, the Mustangs, taking on the Patriots of New Lenox Liberty here in our first of 4 quarterfinals for you today. The Mustangs come in and undefeated 22-0 here on the season out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. This is their 7th trip to the state tournament. They lost to Mount Zion last year, 42-25 in the 7th grade quarterfinals. This team allows 16 points a game while they score 47 points a game, one of the highest scoring teams that we have here in the Elite 8 field in Class 4A. This team has been undefeated in the regular season in the past 2 seasons. They defeated Woolridge Jefferson 50-4 in the regional quarter semifinals, defeated Bolingbrook Humphrey 54-37 in the regional championship, and defeated Willowbrook Westview Hills, a team that was in the 7th grade state tournament, 35-20 to win a sectional. On the flip side, for the New Lenox Liberty Patriots, Dan Bellini's squad is 23-2. They've had a busy week. They already claimed 2nd place in the 7-4A state tournament here just a few days ago at Morton. This is the 6th trip to state overall for the New Lenox Liberty program. They got 2nd place this year, as we just told you. Won 2nd place in the 7th grade state tournament. Last season they were in this tournament. They lost 33-19 to Madison Cole and Powell in the 7th grade quarterfinals. They started 18-0 on the season before suffering their first loss. They score 31.5 points a game while giving up 17. They defeated Lockport Oak Prairie 40-17 in the regional semifinals, defeated Mokina 42-22 to win the regional championship, and defeated Manuka 31-9 to win the sectional and punch their ticket here today to the state tournament. We will take a quick step aside as they do some introductory remarks and the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have our first quarterfinal of the day. It's Liberty taking on Jane Addams. You're watching it on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon. Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, From fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs, the right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here on Central Illinois Sports for quarterfinal number 1 here today of the IESA 8th grade Class 4A state tournament. We've got crews at all 4 sites today from Class 1A all the way through 4A, and we'll bring you all of the action here exclusively for the IESA. Let's meet the teams here today. For New Lenox, Liberty first, coming in today with a record of 23-2. Let's meet their team members. Number 1 is Lucy Sheriff. Number 4 is Casey Sheriff. Number 10, Bryn Fike. Number 11, Demi Lotus. Number 12 is Molly Soller. Number 13, Ruby Sheriff. Number 14 is Reagan White. Number 21, Caitlin Rosowski. Number 22, Allison Rodriguez. Number 23, Olivia Render. Number 24 is Ava Peters. Number 25 is Tessa Vanderwall. Number 31, Lexi McDaniel. Number 33, Beatrice McDermott. And number 35 is Haley Trench for the New Lenox Liberty Patriots. On the opposite side, let's introduce you to the team here for Bolingbrook. Jane Addams, Christina Miller at the helm for this squad. They come in with an undefeated record of 22 wins and no losses. Number 1 is Janice Akins. Number 3, Bryce Delamorte. Number 5, Tamaya Robinson. Number 12, Daniela Smith. Number 23, Mariette Lofton. Number 24, Ryan Evans. Number 31, Chloe Reeves. And 42 is Leilani Aguilera for the undefeated Bolingbrook Jane Addams Mustangs. Both of these teams were in the state tournament in 7th grade last year. And back here today, we have 5 teams total that were in the field from last year. Starting 5 for New Lenox Liberty is going to be Demi Lotus along with Allison Rodriguez, Reagan White, along with number 23, Olivia Render. And the 5th starter here today is number 21, Caitlin Rosowski. We'll check Bolingbrook's starters here as they get on the court here in just a second. A little bit of a different angle for us here today, so bear with us as you're watching us live here on Central Illinois Sports. We're used to being a little bit higher today, but we've got a good ground's eye view for you here behind the scorer's table, and it'll keep you all close to the action. Starters here for Bolingbrook today include Jonice Akins, Tamaya Robinson, Chloe Reeves, Ryan Evans, and Maria Lofton. Lofton will step in with Rosowski here to tip things off, and we are underway here in our first quarterfinal of the day. Going up quickly with the layup. It's a quick basket for Demi Lotus, and Liberty is on the board here very quickly. Jane Addams with their first possession here of the day. They work the basketball down over to the right side. Now with the basketball, this is Reeves. She'll work it on the left wing over to Akins. Akins is a nice scorer and a nice basketball player, the leading scorer for this team in the tournament last season. They work the basketball down into the post. It's up and good for Maria Lofton. And just like that, Jane Addams ties the basketball game up to 0. Driving into the lane. Up, layup is no good for Lotus. It'll be a rebound here for the Mustangs. Just underway here in our first period. We are at a little bit of a disadvantage today. We normally have a good line of sight on the game clock, so you'll have to hopefully pay attention to it a little bit more on your own to see where we're at here, but we'll try to keep you with some regular time updates here today as well. Basketball goes out of bounds off of Liberty. Dan Bellini's squad likes to run fast. We saw that out of the 7th grade squad last weekend in Morton. Shot is no good enough for Addams. Rebound quickly coming down now here for Liberty. It's going to be a shot foul for Reagan White. She'll head to the free throw line for her first free throws of the morning. The foul goes against Chloe Reeves. It's going to be her first personal, team first of the quarter, as the first free throw is up and no good for Reagan White. Only 2 losses on the season for New Lenox Liberty came by the way of Frankfort Summit Hill, and Homer Glen Homer. Those came just here towards the end of the season. They won their first 18 straight before they got a defeat. Second free throw is up and no good. Fight for the loose ball is going to go out of bounds, and the officials say it'll stay here with New Lenox Liberty. Leilani Aguilera checked in after the first foul call, number 42 here on the roster, as she goes into the basketball game. Driving layup again is up and good for Demi Lotus. She's got 4 points very quickly, and Liberty on top 4-2 here early in the first quarter. Three-pointer is up and good. Number 31, Chloe Reeves, knocking that one down. Strip for the basketball. It's loose and stolen away here from Bolingbrook. Here they come. Works the basketball over to the right wing now. That was Evans. Down into the post to Lofton. Spin move. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Aguilera, and she'll knock it down and get the opportunity here for the three-point play. Free throw is up and good, make it an 8-4 contest here. They work the basketball down now into the corner. Up, and it'll go out of bounds off of Rodriguez, and it'll go back here to Jane Addams. Just underway in our first of 4 quarterfinals for you today, live from Normal Parkside Junior High School. This is the Class 4A, 8th grade state tournament for IESA action. They work the basketball now down over to the right side, or the left side, excuse me. That was Evans. Now with the basketball is Akins. Drives down to the baseline, loses it, gets tripped up a little bit. It's a fight for the loose ball on the ground. And the possession over is going to stay here with Bolingbrook. Jane Addams with the Mustangs. Ryan Evans will inbound here for the team in blue and white today. Liberty in their home whites with red letters and numbers. They work the basketball quickly down into Lofton. Lofton puts up 2. And just like that, it is a 10-4 basketball game here. The Mustangs getting off to an early start. Driving all the way to the cup was Lotus. Her shot no good. It's a loose ball, and it'll go out of bounds off of Liberty. And Jane Addams will control the possession. Substitute coming in here for New Lenox Liberty. This is 31, Lexi McDaniel, an 8th grade center. She will sit down, Caitlin Rosowski. 3:22 left here in the first quarter, a 10-4 lead for the Mustangs, and they've got the ball. They get the basketball to the free throw line. Aguilera with it, works it down into the post. Back up, right wing 3 from Evans is no good, partially tipped, and here comes New Lenox Liberty. White with the basketball, crosses the time stripe now, heavily guarded by this Mustangs defense. They are tight, and they like to extend out here in a half-court set. Some nice defensive pressure there from Chloe Reeves is going to cause the turnover. Dan Bellini wants to talk it over with New Lenox Liberty. We'll take it 2. It's a 10-4 lead here for Jane Addams, just underway in the first quarter. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports.
All right, if you got somebody hard to buy for this Christmas, and everybody does, there's something for everybody at your local Farm Home Supply in our holiday sale going on now through December 18th. Toys galore for sale, including this cool flying ball helicopter for $7.99, or this 2-pack John Deere Big Scoop for under $30. Get a holiday rebate on all area, includes footwear, apparel, and accessories. For all the anglers out there, get a mystery tackle box, only $16.99. If you've got a pet at home, get a dog or cat toy multi-pack under $15. See all the deals on sale right now through the 18th at farmandhomesupply.com.
New Lenox Liberty takes the timeout. It's their first of the contest as they are struggling to get through this really tight defensive pressure from Jane Addams. Akins will bring the basketball across the time stripe here for Bolingbrook. They work it down over to the left side now to Ryan Evans. It's still a zone look here as Lotus is able to tip the basketball away and gets the steal. Quickly works it down. Basketball goes up to Reagan White. She's able to get a layup on the board. It's a 10-6 ball game. With the basketball now, this is Evans on the left wing. Gets a pick from Aguilera. Nothing there as they work it back up to the top of the key to Akins. It's a 2-3 zone look here for Liberty. They work it cross-court pass to Akins. 3-ball from the right wing is in and good. Rolls around and goes down from 19-9 for Janice Akins. Give her 3 points, and it's a 13-6 lead here for Bolingbrook. Extended pressure now here from Jane Addams. It's a steal from Akins. She'll work it back out. 3-ball from the right side. Nothing there, and there's going to be a foul. And that's going to be a foul against Lotus. And we're going to go to 3 shots here for Janice Akins. Janice Atkins takes the free throw line. Already knocked down 1 3-point here today. She'll toss the basketball back as maybe she just didn't quite like the feel of it from the official. He tosses it back. She eyes up the first free throw. It's up and no good. 2 more to go here on this attempt from the free throw line. Coming in for New Lenox Liberty after the second timeout will be number 1, Lucy Sheriff, the point guard for the 7th grade team that just finished second here earlier this week in the state finals at Morton. A crafty little point guard as she is going to sit down Olivia Render. This New Lenox Liberty team wants to run. They want to penetrate and they want to get to the cup. They've got a couple of guards that can do that now in Sheriff and Lotus. Free throws up and good. 14-6 here for Bolingbrook. It's full court pressure now coming out from the Mustangs. And the pass goes up and over the head of Lotus. It'll be out of bounds here. This is a very, very tight press for Bolingbrook Jane Addams. Akins will bring the basketball across for Christina Miller squat. Takes a few dribbles at the volleyball line. Works it now down over to the left wing. Back to Evans, and we're going to get a ball foul. Foul goes on number 31. That's Lexi McDaniel. It's her first personal foul. Jane Addams will inbound underneath her own hoop. It gets tipped out away from Reagan White. It will remain Mustangs basketball here with 1:43 left to go in the first quarter. Evans with the basketball on the left wing. A little bit of a different zone look here, a little matchup zones. They've got a couple of high posts here for the Mustangs along the free throw line. They work it back over to Akins now on the right wing. She drives, nothing there. They kick it back out to Evans. Quickly down into the short corner, spin move from Lofton was no good. Here comes the Liberty team. 3-pointer on the way. Off the mark from Reagan White. It's a rebound that comes down into the hands of Maria Lofton. Akins drives in, some nice handles, just lost it right at the end. Now Lotus at it, but she'll get called for traveling as she tried to turn and was met by some Mustangs defense. Jane Addams will inbound underneath their own hoop again. It's a 2-3 zone look here for New Lenox Liberty. They toss it up top of the key. That is Chloe Reeves. Drives in on the right side, kicks it back out now to Ryan Evans. It's a little bit of a quiet atmosphere here today. It's our 10 a.m. start time. Sometimes a little difficult for people to get down here, especially when you're some of the upstate teams that have to get out of the suburbs and get onto the interstate. Loose ball as Akins lost it. Now she gets it up to Lotus. Lotus, crossover dribble, top of the key, picks it up free throw line. This is White Three ball on the way is no good. It's a loose ball rebound, comes down to Maria Lofton. Evans with the basketball. She'll bring it across the time stripe here for the Mustangs. 23 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Our first of 4 quarterfinals for you today from Parkside Junior High School. Akins drives in. This is on the left wing. This is Reeves. Evans now down into the short corner. Aguilera shot no good. And she gets tied up with Lucy Sheriff. And we'll get a jump ball, and possession arrow will go back to New Lenox Liberty. 8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We'll see if Liberty has anything up their sleeve here on what might be the final possession. Lotus with the basketball. Tries to dribble through. Picks it up, long three ball at the end. Shot is no good. Aguilera got it, and now Mustangs almost had an opportunity, but they could not get the shot off in time. We've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Bolingbrook Jane Addams 14, New Lenox Liberty 6. We're back here with second quarter play-by-play in 60 seconds.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Welcome you back here to Normal Parkside Junior High School. It's quarterfinal number 1 of 4 here today for the Class 4A field in 8th grade. As Bolingbrook Jane Addams has a 14-6 lead over New Lenox Liberty to start the second quarter. New Lenox Liberty just finished second place in the state in the 7th grade level here as they lost to Normal Kingsley a couple of nights ago at Morton. It has been a busy, busy week for this program. Akins with the basketball, facing the extended 2-3 zone. They quickly try to work it in. It's stolen away from Sheriff. The crafty little 7th grader moves it up the court, tosses it away, though, as it goes off the hands of McDaniel. Evans with the basketball as they move it across the time stripe. Now she'll get it back up to Jonice Akins, and the Mustangs will set in half court. It's a 3-ball on the way from Reeves. The shot's no good. Loose ball rebound comes down to Allison Rodriguez, and they say it'll be a travel as she tried to get rid of it on the outlet pass. And it'll go back to Jane Addams here, just underway in the second quarter. With the basketball now, they work it down into the corner. That is Ryan Evans. 10-foot shot partially blocked by McDaniel. Here comes the Liberty team. Layup is up and good for Lotus. First points in a long time for Liberty, and it's a 14-8 basketball game. With the basketball down the right side is Reeves. She'll kick it across court. Now this is Evans. Evans thought about the 3. Nothing there. They get it back up to Akins at the volleyball line. Akins will spot up. 3-ball on the way is good for Janice Akins. Knocks down the second triple. It's now a 17-8 basketball game. They work it down. McDaniel goes up with the layup, up and good. Lexi McDaniel gets a quick layup. Past the press, it's a 17-10 basketball game. Reeves with the basketball, takes a few dribbles, works it back to Evans. Round the horn to Akins. Tries to dribble in, gets cut off on double team coverage. They work it back to the left side. Now down into Aguilera, and she's going to get a foul as she tried to body up in the post. Foul is going to go against Lexi McDaniel. That should be her second, team first of the quarter. As we remind you, because we have to remind ourselves, new rules here in the state of Illinois. We reset fouls at the end of each quarter, and 5 team fouls results into going into double bonus shooting. Akins gets the inbound pass. They work it down into the corner. Shot was up and no good from Evans. It was a fight for the loose ball. And they say that'll go off the hands of Liberty last. Getting a quick shoe tied here. Crowd a little light here in the early morning. We expect to see some crowds fill up here a little bit later today as the shot is up and no good from Lofton. Maybe a little bit of contact, and here comes Liberty. Lotus with the basketball, drives into double coverage. She has to go the opposite direction, almost runs into her own teammate. They quickly work it around now to Reagan White, and it gets tipped and stolen away, almost stolen by Jane Addams as Reeves got a hand on it. She'll knock it out of bounds. Second quarter action here, 4 minutes left to go in the first half. They work the basketball down into White. Her shot up high off the glass is no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Allison Rodriguez. Liberty get a second chance. White with it. Off the glass, no good. Akins will grab the rebound. She wants to push the tempo here for the Mustangs. Quickly gets it up to Reeves. She can't finish on the layup. Rebound comes down into the hands of Lofton. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line for 2. McDaniel's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be her third personal of the game. At the free throw line is Maria Lofton. She knocks down the first. It's an 18-10 ball game. Checking in for New Lenox Liberty, number 21, Caitlin Rosowski checks back in, as McDaniel will have to take a seat here with 3 fouls. We'll see how deep Dan Bellini wants to pull into this bench. He's got some talented 7th graders that he can pull in. They are a little bit outsized here today, though, by Jane Addams. Second free throw is up and good. 19-10 ball game here. Full court pressure again from Jane Addams. They quickly get the basketball into Reagan White. She takes a couple of dribbles. Now it's Sheriff with it. Mustangs extend this all the way down to the baseline as they quickly work it down. It gets tipped out of bounds. Rosowski had her hands on it, and Evans was able to get a hand in the lane and knock it out. Liberty basketball here on their own side of the court. They get the basketball in. This is White. Baseline 3 is up and good. Reagan White knocks it down from 19-9. It's a 19-13 ball game here. 3:23 left to go in the first half. With the basketball is Reeves. Takes a few dribbles into this zone. Kicks it back out to Janice Akins. All the way down in the corner. 3 balls up and no good. It's a loose rebound. White comes up with it for Liberty. She wants to push the pace now. Stops at the top of the key. Sheriff, ball fake, drives in. Now works it down into Rodriguez. Her spin move in the post, nothing there. Sheriff will try a 3. Misses the mark and it goes out of bounds. And Jane Addams will take back over. Jane Addams has not lost a game in the regular season in 2 years. Lost in the quarterfinals last year to Mount Zion, who will be here later today. Evans drove in off the pick, and there's going to be a loose ball foul here against Liberty. It'll be their 3rd of the quarter. Foul is going to go against number 22, Allison Rodriguez. It'll be her first personal foul. Mustangs will inbound underneath their own basket. Akins with the basketball on the baseline. Tries to drive through the zone, goes up with it a little haphazard. Loose ball comes down into Lofton. Post move, spin move, no good. And it's a rebound here for Rosowski. New Lenox gets the basketball into their own half of the court. Driving now, this is Demi Lotus. She'll go up and she'll get an offensive foul is going to be called here against Liberty. It's going to be a moving screen against Rosowski. 4th team foul of the quarter here. Jane Addams will be in bonus for the remaining 2:18 here of the first half. It's double bonus shooting every time now for Jane Addams. There's no more 1-and-1 here in the land of Lincoln. Akins drives in, picks it back up. This is Evans with it. Now they get it back out to Reeves. Down in the corner, they work it around the horn. It's Akins. She wanted it quickly on the right side. Drives in, tries to bounce pass it down into Lofton. It gets tipped away. Nice entry pass Lofton couldn't finish, though, on a really nice entry pass from Evans, and now there'll be a travel underneath as they were scrapping for the loose ball. Really nice dish down from Ryan Evans down into Lofton. She just couldn't finish that time. It'll be a turnover, and basketball will go back here to New Lenox Liberty. Alex Didier, the head coach here for New Lenox Liberty. We've been used to saying Dan Bellini's name. He's sitting here on the sidelines as well, as we got to cover New Lenox Liberty for 3 games in the 7th grade tournament here. So it's just a little old hat habit here for us on Central Illinois Sports this morning. 3 ball from Reagan White is no good. Mustangs will let it go out of bounds. It'll go back to Jane Addams here. 1:23 left to go in the first half. Jane Addams leading 19-13 over Liberty. This is our first quarterfinal of the day from Normal Parkside Junior High School. Akins will bring it across the time stripe here. And now a little bit of a 2-3 zone as they're able to face guard the high post here. That's Aguilera. Evans with the basketball. They work it back to Akins. She drives in, picks it up, crosses it back over now to Reeves. Her 3 ball off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Rodriguez. White will push the tempo here. Gets it down into Lotus. That's a 2-pointer if it goes, and it's good. Demi Lotus knocks one down from long range. It's a 2-point shot, and it's a 19-15 basketball game. Jane Addams has controlled the tempo here for most of this contest, but Liberty is able to keep themselves in it with some timely shooting. Reeves with the basketball. Evans, entry pass now down into Lofton. Double team, spins around, and they say that'll be a travel as she just kind of lost her footing trying to go up with it. Olivia Render will check back in for Liberty. Sitting down will be Reagan White. Mustangs will pull off their defensive pressure here a little bit, as Liberty is able to find some ways to get past this zone, past this press. It's a long shot on the way from Render. It was no good. Stolen away now by Sheriff. Almost traveled with it. Now that's stolen quickly by Ryan Evans. She'll get it to Akins. It's at the end of the half. It's a 3 ball on the way, and it's no good. We've reached the end of 2 quarters here at Normal Parkside. Bolingbrook Jane Addams leads New Lenox Liberty 19-15 here at halftime. We'll get things reset for you in a few minutes and come back with some halftime analysis and more coming up live on Central Illinois Sports. We welcome you back here to Normal Parkside Junior High School, where Bolingbrook Jane Addams leads New Lenox Liberty 19-15. Here at the halftime break of our first quarterfinal today. Coming up for you later on today, we've got Dunlap Middle School taking on Lake Zurich North. That'll be our 11:30 contest. Mahomet Seymour takes on Madison Colon Powell at 1 o'clock, and Mount Zion takes on Granite City Coolidge at 2:30. We'll be back on the air shortly before 5 p.m. with our semifinal contests, as all four winners from our quarterfinals will play again later on today. All four winners in the quarterfinal will also come back coming up on Thursday, December 14th, for our championship trophy night here at Normal Parkside. Your subscription to Central Illinois Sports gets you access to all of those games, along with all three other classes that are happening right now across the state of Illinois. Halftime scoring here for Bolingbrook Jane Addams. Jonice Akins has 7 points. Mary Lofton has 6. Chloe Reeves has 3. And Leilani Aguilera also chipping in with 3. For New Lenox Liberty, Demi Lotus has 10. Reagan White has 3. And Lexi McDaniel has 2. Just a little bit of foul trouble to note here for you. Lexi McDaniel has 3 fouls for Liberty. And they'll have to keep an eye on the forward for the Patriots as we get underway here in the second half. It's been a game that's been really kind of controlled tempo-wise by Jane Addams. Their full-court pressure has been a little bit to deal with here for Liberty. They've been able to get past the press a few times, knock down a couple of layups in transition, and a couple of timely long-range shots to keep themselves here in the contest. But they are going to have to find a way to get through this really tough, really tenacious full-court pressure here from the Mustangs. Just about 4 minutes left here in the halftime break. We'll step aside and tell you about some of the sponsors that help bring us sports all summer and winter and fall long here on our Central Illinois Sports platform. When we come back, it's second half action between the Mustangs and the Patriots here on Central Illinois Sports.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Addams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Addams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
We welcome you back here to Normal Parkside. It is start of the second half here between Bolingbrook Jane Addams and New Lenox Liberty. Liberty will get the basketball here to start the third frame as Lotus drives to the right side. Works it now down over to Rosowski as they work it back across the horn. Lotus with the basketball, drives into double coverage here. It's a little bit of a man-to-man look from the Mustangs. Lotus shot off the mark. Rebound comes down into the hands of Aguilera. She'll push the tempo. Mustangs forwards can handle the basketball. It gets tipped away by the Mustangs, though. Tipped away by the Mustangs. Come back to the Patriots here. Full court pressure extended again here by Jane Addams. We'll see how Liberty's able to handle this go round. Lotus with the basketball. She gets dribbled, gets kind of tripped up. Alan Didier wondered the foul, didn't get one. Instead, it'll be Reagan White handling the offense here for Liberty. She'll fire up a three ball from the right wing, off the glass and no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Ryan Evans. Just underway here in the third quarter. Mustangs up by 4. Winner will go on to the semifinals at 5 o'clock later on here tonight. Akins with the basketball, trying to find Lofton there at the high post, and nothing there. They work it back over to Evans. Now she dumps it down short corner to Aguilera. Now they find Lofton, nothing there that time as it went through her hands. Long three ball from Reeves is no good. Evans was no good. And here come the Patriots. Lotus able to pick up the foul on the drive. Foul will go against Janice Akins. Her first of the contest, as Lotus will go to the free throw line here with 10 points already for her squad. First free throw is up and good. It's a 19-16 contest. Christina Miller talking over on the sidelines to Janice Akins about what to do next year for the Mustangs. Lotus' second shot up and good. Give her 12 now on the night. It's a 17-19 basketball game. Evans with the basketball, works it over to Akins now on the right wing. Trying still to find Lofton there at the high post, and they just haven't got it done yet. Evans drives in. Nice move from Ryan Evans, nothing there. Lofton came down with the rebound. It got tipped away. Mustangs still able to hold on to the ball here. Akins thought about the three. Now pulls it back out. Down in the corner. Evans takes a couple of dribbles, works it around. They're still trying to find that interior presence. Some nice defensive effort here, though, from Liberty. Rosowski doing the yeoman's work on the interior defense for New Lenox Liberty. Shot was up and no good from Reeves. It's a loose ball, and it comes down to the hands of Liberty. Lotus will push it. Nice little fake pass, and now gets it into Rosowski. We are tied, and Christina Miller wants to take the quick timeout. We'll take it too. It's 19-19. 3:51 left here in the third. We're back in 60 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Bring you back to live action here from Normal Parkside as Liberty has tied up the basketball game against Jane Addams here. 19-19 on a couple of free throws from Demi Lotus and a nice play to Caitlin Rosowski in the post. It'll be Mustangs basketball here. We have not seen any full court pressure here yet, really, from New Lenox Liberty. We know they're capable of it. We've also seen some nice ball handling here from Jane Addams across most of their starting lineup here, so it might be a little bit of a tough ask as Evans drives in. Works it back around, now back out to Akins. Evans, baseline drive. They work it now finally down into Lofton. Her shot no good, and it's going to be a foul against what is likely Demi Lotus. For Lotus, that'll be her second personal. First of the quarter here, though, against Liberty. Akins with the basketball. Cross-court pass over on the left side to Evans. Baseline drive up with the right hand is no good. Lofton couldn't come down with the basketball. And we'll have a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Mustangs. 3:22 left to go here in the third. This is our first of 4 quarterfinals for you today here on Central Illinois Sports. We'll be here all day long from the 4A state tournament. Cross-court pass over to Evans, trying to find Lofton up on the high block. Nothing there. They'll try to work it around the perimeter. Reeves takes a couple of dribbles, almost stolen away from White. One-handed pass. Reeves off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Rosowski. She gets it tipped away. Akins comes up with it. Tries to dribble through. Lotus with a lot of pressure. No call there on the contact, and now Christina Miller will take a timeout before there's any turnover called. Mustangs will take the timeout. We'll take it too. We're not sure if it's a 30 or a 60 because we're still waiting to find out. It's 30 seconds here on Central Illinois Sports.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Christina Miller took the timeout so the Mustangs wouldn't risk the turnover as Akins was double teamed up there near the midcourt P in the center of the logo here at Parkside Junior High. Evans will inbounds here for the Mustangs. It's a tie basketball game, 19-19. Liberty has rallied back here after what was a little bit of a rough first half for the team in the home white jerseys. Akins would slowly dribble it across over to the right side. Back over to Evans on the left. They'll play a little bit of keep away here at the volleyball line, trying to figure out what their next move is. Lofton with the basketball, back up to Akins. Mustangs taking their time here. Liberty not really trying to force the pressure here in the backcourt. Evans with it. Baseline drive again. She's good at that move. Misses the shot, though. Aguilera gets a hand on it. And so does Rodriguez. It'll be a jump ball, and possession will go back to Liberty. 2:24 left to go here in the third. Well, there's been a nice competitive contest here to start our morning. White trying to drive through the traffic. She does. Pulls up from 18. Now she fires one up. Doesn't find the mark there, and the rebound comes down to Liliani Aguilera. Akins wanted to move it down the court quickly. Tries to force it in. It goes into the hands somehow of Lofton, and she's able to finish. Bounced off 2 people. Finally went into her hands, and she finished on the layup. Lotus tries to drive through everybody, loses her footing, gets tied up. The jump ball will go back to the Mustangs here. Demi Lotus is a fast guard. This Liberty team between Demi Lotus and Lucy Sheriff have a couple of very, very quick point guards on their teams. We'll see how the crowd files in here for our next matchup coming up. It's Dunlap Middle School taking on Lake Zurich North. That's going to be our 11:30 contest. Lucy Sheriff will check back in here on the next dead ball for Liberty. Evans with the basketball. Tries to drive baseline. They are not really working well to shut that down. Akins comes in, now tosses it back up. Aguilera at the free throw line, back around to Reeves. She'll drive down on the right side. Long shot from Lofton is no good. Aguilera gets the rebound, goes up with it, high off the back of the rim, gets her own board again, and now she's going to get whistled for the foul as Rosowski was able to block out. Second team foul of the quarter here against the Mustangs. For Aguilera, it's her first personal. Sheriff comes in. Sitting down is going to be Olivia Render. Two quick options now for ball handling here for Liberty on the court. Akins able to strip it away. Here come the Mustangs. Akins fires up a long three from the left wing. No good. Rebound comes down to Lucy Sheriff. She wants to push the tempo. Guarded back in the backcourt. Hesitation dribble, able to get past the pressure. Now they get it to Reagan White. Her three is no good. It's a loose ball that comes down to Sheriff. Lotus with it. Lotus knocks it down from about 14 feet, and we are tied again here at 21. Mustangs taking their time here on the offensive end. Now they get it down into Lofton, and she's going to get pushed in the back. It'll be a foul against Liberty. Their second of the quarter. Foul is going to go against Rosowski. It'll be her second personal, team second. Addams will inbound for the Mustangs. Evans, excuse me. Trying to find Lofton in the post or Aguilera now. It's going to be a backcourt violation unless Lotus is able to chase it down. She does, but instead she loses it. Akins gets it. Quickly moving now, stolen away by Lucy Sheriff as she tried to throw it on the touchdown pass down to Lofton. Lotus works it into the post, shot up and no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Rosowski. Now stolen away by Akins. Akins on the run. Tries to spin around White at the end of the quarter, and it's no good. We've reached the end of three quarters here at Normal Parkside. We are tied 21-21. Stick around for the fourth quarter finish here on Central Illinois Sports.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Game Masters has the perfect gifts for this holiday season.
Come in and check out all of the great gift ideas like hunting accessories, clothing, gun safes, guns and bows.
Let Game Masters help you with your holiday shopping.
Go to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out the selection.
And don't forget gift cards for those hard-to-buy loved ones. Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more.
Game Masters in Quincy. We're passionate about the outdoors.
Team fouls reset back to 0. No one in severe foul trouble. Lexi McDaniel has 3, though. Rosowski and Lotus each have 2 for Liberty. No one with a lot of foul trouble for Bolingbrook as they were not whistled for a foul in the third quarter. The fans get a little bit excited here. We are tied at 21. And what has been a really fun basketball game here to start our 4A quarterfinals here today. Liberty will get the basketball here to begin the final quarter. They work it over to Reagan White, trying to find somebody in the post, nothing there. Lotus with it, takes a few dribbles, top of the key, picks it up. White with the basketball, stopped down in the left corner. Tight defense here from the Mustangs has really made Liberty work for it all day long. Reagan White, 3-ball from the wing is no good. Rebound bounces off of Lofton, goes down into the hands of Evans, stolen away though by Liberty. Sheriff comes up with it. She works it now to Rosowski. Rosowski dribbles around, gets stolen away now from Lofton. She'll try and push, try and get all the way down to Chloe Reeves, and it was not there. 3-ball on the way from Lotus is no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Rodriguez. Her shot was no good. Sheriff tried one, couldn't hit the mark. Offensive rebounding aplenty on this possession here for Liberty. Rosowski gets bumped, no call. 3-ball on the way from White is no good either. It's a loose ball, and now Aguilera finally grabs it for the Mustangs. Evans with the basketball. Mustangs have been extremely patient in the half-court set here. Bolingbrook fans emphatic about their team trying to move the ball here offensively. Down into the corner. This is Reeves with it. Akins with it. Cross-court pass back to Evans. Now down into the corner for Lofton. Bounce pass into the short corner to Evans. She tries to throw it away. Gets stolen away, though, by Sheriff as they tried to find Aguilera. She throws it. Picked up by Rosowski. Now they push it down to Lotus. Lotus, six-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Aguilera with the rebound. Casey Sheriff will check in for the first time here on the next dead ball for Liberty. Akins with the basketball. Takes a few dribbles to the right. Picks it up, tosses it down to Reeves in the corner. They're trying to find Lofton. Nothing is there, though. Gets tipped out of bounds as Rodriguez was able to get her hands on it for the Patriots. Casey Sheriff checks in for the first time. Seventh grade guard. Had a really nice seventh grade tournament here for the Patriots as they picked up second place this week at Morton, as Reagan White will take a seat. .348 left to go here in regulation. We're tied, 21-21. And we'll get a foul in the backcourt against Lotus. For Lotus, that's going to be her third personal. Team first of the quarter here against Liberty. As they tell Alan Didier about the foul situation for number 11. They'll keep her on the floors. We're running out of time here in the ballgame. Evans with it. Unguarded. Drives into triple coverage. Goes up with the right hand off the glass. Is no good. Lofton tried to grab it. It gets tipped away by the Patriots. It will remain down on the Mustangs' end of the court. This crowd started out quiet. They have gotten extremely louder here through the contest as things have tightened up quite a bit. Reeves with the basketball, gets it way out near midcourt, and she'll give it back to Jonice Akins. Takes the pick from Lofton, drives back to the right side to Evans. She drives into triple coverage. Runner with the right hand is up and good. Ryan Evans with a nice shot. Jane Addams takes the lead, 23-21. Sheriff with it. Sheriff to Sheriff. Sheriff's abound here for Liberty. They've got a third one on the bench as Akins stole it away. Now she'll get fouled. We'll see who that goes against. This could be very important as it's going to go against Lotus. For Lotus, it'll be her fourth personal foul. Alan Didier wants to talk it over now as his point guard is in foul trouble. We'll take it too. It's a 60-second timeout. Come right back here on Central Illinois Sports.
All right, if you got somebody hard to buy for this Christmas, and everybody does, there's something for everybody at your local Farm Home Supply in our holiday sale going on now through December 18th. Toys galore for sale, including this cool flying ball helicopter for $7.99, or this 2-pack John Deere Big Scoop for under $30. Get a holiday rebate on all area, includes footwear, apparel, and accessories. For all the anglers out there, get a mystery tackle box, only $16.99. If you've got a pet at home, get a dog or cat toy multi-pack under $15. See all the deals on sale right now through the 18th at farmandhomesupply.com.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
New Lenox Liberty took the timeout as Demi Lotus, the point guard for this squad, is now in foul trouble with 4 fouls. She remains on the court here with 3 minutes even left to go here in regulation. Jane Addams has a 2-point lead. They work the basketball down into Aguilera, tries to bounce it down to Lofton. Lucy Sheriff gets a hand on it. It's stolen away by the Patriots. Lofton was able to tip away. Akins chased it down, though, for the Mustangs, and now we'll get a timeout. We'll get a timeout here for Jane Addams as Christina Miller wanted to not risk turning the ball over herself. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mustangs took the timeout as Akins was able to chase the loose ball down all the way into the corner, but she was triple teamed and had nowhere to go. And Christina Miller opted to take a break. The Mustangs will inbound. They'll have the length of the court to go here. We'll see if Liberty extends defensive pressure. They've been in a zone all game long, and now we'll see them step up into a little bit of maybe a matchup zone here as White is trying to guard Akins coming across the timeline. She'll work it over to Evans on the left wing. Cross-court pass now back down over to Reeves. Baseline drive up with the right hand is not going to hit the mark. And a nice block out by Lucy Sheriff is going to cause the foul here for the Mustangs. First of the quarter here against Jane Addams. For the foul, it's going to go against Maria Lofton. That'll be her first. Lucy Sheriff with it. Works it back over to Lotus. She's double teamed, tries to work it down the left sideline. No foul in the contact. They work it down. And now the Sheriff. Cross court over to White. Her long three ball is off the front of the rim. Lotus trying to chase it down. She will, and she gets it to Rodriguez. 2:06 left to go in the contest. Lotus with the basketball, driving, guarded by Jonice Akins. Liberty loves to drive. Liberty loves to take it to the basket. They have just had a heck of a time getting around the defensive pressure of the Mustangs as Lotus's shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Aguilera. This team is just a little bit outsized by Jane Addams here in the post, and that makes it very difficult for that offense to get going, especially when you want to penetrate to the basket. Akins is shot in the short corner, tries to throw it off Sheriff, and we're going to get a timeout, I believe. Christina Miller was trying to call a timeout. She's going to take it. Alan Didier questioning it as well, but we're going to take a quick break. It's 23-21, Jane Addams with the lead. We're back here in 30 seconds.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
1:22 left in regulation here. Bolingbrook Jane Addams with a 2-point lead over New Lenox Liberty. It's going to be Mustangs basketball to inbound here. Down underneath their own hoop. Ryan Evans will be the trigger person here for Jane Addams. They throw the basketball into the backcourt as Akins gets it back to Evans. Trying to find Aguilera in the post. Nothing there. She is tightly guarded. Lucy Sheriff trying to do the yeoman's work there, bodying up on her. Evans with the basketball. Jane Addams can play a little bit of keep away here. They try to get it. Dangerous pass to Reeves, and now it's going to be a double dribble violation on Chloe Reeves. Liberty gets the defensive stop they want with 1:03 left to go here. It's going to be full court pressure again from the Mustangs. Rodriguez will inbound. Throws the basketball into Reagan White. She'll try and dribble through, gets over to the right sideline, and it's going to step out of bounds, the officials say, and now it's going to be a turnover on Liberty. A few of the Bolingbrook fans very, very excited here. Interesting setup we have at Normal Parkside is now Liberty will take a timeout, and we will take it too. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds for the exciting finish here at Normal Parkside.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Liberty took the timeout. There's 58.5 seconds left to go. They just turned the basketball over on a drive down the right side, far sideline here. Evans will inbound. It's going to be full court pressure from the Patriots. Jane Addams leads by 2. Winner goes to the semifinals at 5 o'clock tonight. They'll get the basketball into Akins. She'll work it down, spin around from Sheriff. Nice little matchup between the ones and the ones jerseys. Sheriff reaches in. That's going to be a foul on Lucy Sheriff. The third of the quarter here against New Lenox Liberty. For Lucy Sheriff, it'll be her first personal. They'll move Evans to inbound now down in front of the Mustangs bench, excuse me. A little bit of coughing trouble here. That's going to go off the hands of Lofton. She wasn't able to hold on to the inbounds pass, and now Liberty will get another opportunity to go at it here. 46.4 left to go in the contest. Patriots trail by 2. They inbound to White. Now over to Sheriff. She'll try to push down the right sideline, and she's going to get fouled now by Reeves. Reeves' second personal foul. Second of the quarter here against Jane Addams. Sheriff will inbound, works it down to Lotus, drives up, gets blocked, and she's going to go to the free throw line on the, they call it a hack from the back, as it's going to be Akins called for the foul. Third of the quarter against Jane Addams. For Akins, it'll be her second personal, and that's going to put Demi Lotus at the free throw line. Lotus's first one up and good. It's now back to a 1-point ball game, 22-23. Second free throw off the mark, no good. Rebound comes down to Aguilera. Akins with the basketball. Liberty pressing in the backcourt here. Akins has got to get through triple coverage. What a handle by Jonice Akins, and now she'll get the foul. It's going to be the fourth of the ball game here against Liberty. Reagan White gets called for the foul. It's her first. Evans will inbound for Jane Addams. 28 seconds left to go here in regulation. Mustangs are up by 1. Akins trying to drive baseline. Gets underneath the basket. Gives it to Aguilera. She'll kick it back out now to Reeves. Reeves back to Akins. Time ticking away here. 17 seconds. Akins triple teamed. Now Sheriff bullies in there to get the quick foul. Now Janice Akins will go to the free throw line. For Sheriff, it'll be her second personal. Going to the line will be Janice Akins, the leading scorer for this team in the tournament last year. .5 seconds left to go, and Liberty wants to talk it over. We'll take the quick timeout, too. Come back for the finish as Jane Addams leads by 1 here on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Liberty takes the timeout. Jane Addams has the lead, though, with 13.5 seconds left to go here as Janice Akins will step to the free throw line. The winner goes on to play the winner of Dunlap versus Lake Zurich North. That's going to be our 11:30 contest. Depending on how this goes, we should be just about on time. Aiken's free throw. First one is up and good. It's 24-22. Liberty is at least going to have an opportunity here to tie the basketball game, depending on how the second free throw goes. Second one up and off the mark. Rebound comes down to Rosowski. Gets it up to Lotus. She's got a crossover with it. Less than 10 seconds. They work it over to White. Ball fake. Step back three. It's a two, they say. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Rosowski, and they say she is going to step on the corner line. Excuse me, that was Lotus. And it's going to be out of bounds here with 1.5 seconds left to go. Liberty wants to take a timeout. We'll take it too. Jane Addams with the lead, 2 points, 1.5 seconds left to go. Let's see what these teams have left coming out of the break.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Just 1.5 seconds left in this one. Jane Addams is going to inbound in the far corner after the turnover from Liberty. The Patriots trail by 2 with 1.5 seconds left. They're going to have to get some sort of very, very quick stop and somehow work the basketball back down the court. And we'll see what kind of magic the Patriots have up their sleeve. Mustangs will inbound. It's Evans with it to trigger for Jane Addams. She throws a long touchdown pass down to Aguilera. It's going to go through her hands, and time will run out. Bolingbrook Jane Addams holds on for a 24-22 win to advance on to the semifinals here later on tonight. We will wrap this one up here in just a few minutes. What has been a fun start to our day. When we come back, final scoring and more. And we'll get you ready for game number 2 live here from Normal Parkside. Well, we welcome you back here on Central Illinois Sports on what was an exciting finish as Bolingbrook Jane Addams holds on for a 24-22 win over New Lenox Liberty. The Mustangs improved to 23-0. The Patriots season ends at 23-3. Final scoring from this one. First for the losers on the scoreboard, New Lenox Liberty. Demi Lotus finishes with 15 points. Reagan White with 3. Caitlin Rosowski with 2. And Lexi McDaniel with 2. Scoring came at a premium here for both teams in the second half. On the opposite side for Bolingbrook Jane Addams, Janice Akins finishes with 8. Maria Lofton finishes with 8. Ryan Evans with 2. Chloe Reeves with 3. And Leilani Aguilera finishes up with 3. We will shut this string down as they're tending to the floor and getting both teams ready for the next contest. We'll start up a new stream, so back out here on Central Illinois Sports if you're going to tune along with us. We will be back in just a few minutes for the start of Dunlap Middle School versus Lake Zurich North, our second quarterfinal here today for up Normal Parkside. If you're tuning away, we hope to see you back at 5 o'clock. You've been watching a Central Illinois Sports production.